purpose in his own generation. There is an aspect of time in that. And he died. So if you look at your existence, it's all about these three entities. And that will make me to dwell a bit on each of these entities. Purpose, in common parlance, it describes the function of something, the intention, the aim, the thing that something is supposed to do. There are cars and there are cars. I think I have one that I'm pushing around. I know the purpose it can serve. I can compare it to Papa's even though they both have 4 tires. There is a world of difference. Purpose is the reason for which we exist. And I said that we are purpose built by God. We were created by Him to fulfill something, to do something for Him. Let me read from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10. For we are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. I want you to keep that. You are not just here on earth to live, to enjoy. You have a purpose to fulfill. And this purpose is not yours. It is God's purpose. Let me move on to time. We can understand time as the period during which something happens. I don't want to go into the theology of time, talking about chronos, kairos, and what have you, but simply as that period during which something happens. And that is what we find in the opening sentence to this service, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to smile, a time to weep, a time to plant, a time to reap, a time to build, a time to pull down. There is time to every purpose, as time is given for the completion of purpose. I said God created us for different purposes. He gave us time to fulfill His purpose in life. We can deduce from the text that the length of our physical life is hinged on our purpose, the purpose that has been given to us on earth. If David had not served God's purpose, if he had not accomplished the purpose of God, he wouldn't have been called to rest. Our time starts when we are born, and it ends when we die. Let me move on to death. Death as cessation of biological function that sustain man is counterproductive to time and purpose. Because death is like a destroyer. If you are serving the purpose and suddenly it comes to say stop, you can't continue with what you are doing. We see death as an enemy. And so when it comes, we are sad. We are not happy. I know many of us are not happy with the demise of Papa. We are not happy. We are sad. When I stepped in during the service of songs, I saw the grandchildren weeping, literally shedding tears. It's not easy parting with a loved one because death had happened. The proper understanding of the trial of purpose, time, and death will determine the outcome of one's life. Knowing your purpose and the time allotted for you to fulfill that purpose will allow for effectiveness and productivity in life. If you don't know your purpose, you will not live to fulfill it, and your time will be wasted, and suddenly death will come. But I want to thank God for the life and times of Papa, and I like the caption given to this celebration. If you look at the back of the pamphlet, it's a life well lived. A life lived in the service of humanity and the service of God. A life lived on purpose and for purpose. I had the opportunity to sit one-on-one with Papa a number of times, and I listened to him. A man who early in life understood the purpose of his existence and he strived to fulfill the purpose. And do you know the purpose? If you look into Genesis, the creation story, God created man, put him in that beautiful garden. He said, multiply, fill the earth, subdue it. That subdue it is not a domination edict. It's to make this world a better place, to enhance the beauty of this world. And Baba lived to make this world better than he met it 89 years ago. He did not waste time allotted to him. He leveraged every opportunity that came his way to fulfill purpose. Many testimonies. I decided not to take any tribute. Yesterday was night of tribute, and when I came, many people gave tributes. We can continue to talk about this life, bigger than life itself. Today we celebrate his wonderful, positive, and useful life, and pray that his rest will be sweet in the bosom of the Lord. The Lord he loved, followed, and served meritoriously. In God's reckoning, I just want to tell us, the success, effectiveness, and value of life are not measured in terms of the number of houses you have, the number of cars in your parking lot, but they're measured in terms of the fulfillment of your purpose in life. I look beyond the wealth of Papa. Many people, they had wealth. But nobody can say, I've benefited something from this man. They are like the Dead Sea. No life in them. Because they don't give out, they just receive. Papa's life was not like that. He received it from the abundance of God, and he distributed same amongst us. Not only members of the immediate family, acquaintances, the entire country, churches, mosques, they benefited from his laches. That is life. That is life lived to fulfill purpose. I have few questions for you. You have come to celebrate the life of Papa. Papa has gone. But we are going to see him again. Because he died in Christ. He died in Christ. Then, if you believe and you die, you will live again. And that is what Jesus Christ said to Martha and Mary. He said, your brother will live again. Do you believe this? We are going to see Papa again. So, this sermon is more for you because you are still on this early stage. You still have time. You are still operating within time. Because a time is coming that time will cease. You know, I said it, death will come. Papa is no longer operating within time.